Hello Scorpio, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading for the month of July. Let us begin your reading. I'll draw four cards for each, one card for each week, and let us begin. Oops, I think I'll put this back. I'll cut the deck and take out cards for you. So that's for your first week, Scorpio, second week, third week, and the fourth week of July. So in the first week of July, what does Scorpio have? Find a balance. Too much going on, maybe even stemming from the month of June and the days gone by. You've been struggling to find the right balance between, whether it is in your activities, whether it is in your routine, whether it is with your health, whether it is whatever it is. There has been something which has, been a little askew, right? And in the first week, you will start finding that balance. You will know how to prioritize activities, time, money, effort, energy, so that you are able to do everything that you would like to, and all what is important as well. We got the Knight of Swords, good card to get quick moving, and focused, and knowing exactly where you're going. So for some of you, you could have already, in the first week, you would have started realizing that this is where I need to go, and these are things which I need to do. Oh look, you got another Knight of Wands. You're on fire, Scorpio, in the first week of July. You know exactly where you're going. You're not holding back. Things have been sorted out for you. Sometimes it happens that it all falls into place very quickly. You easily figure out your priorities, how to manage them, when to do what, how much time to be given, and you are rushing full speed. I would rushing in a positive way, that you now that you're clear, you're just going forth really quickly. With the Knight of Swords, your head is all clear now. You know what is important, what is not. You know what you need to focus on and what you have cut out, so that you have that additional time as well as energy to focus on what you really want. With the Knight of Wands, it's all about taking that initiative, that okay, now I really need to find that balance in all these X number of things I got to do, and now I know what is important, what is not, do away with what is not, and then just go towards full speed, charge full speed towards what you want. And I think you will be seeing the good results, because with the King of Swords over here, that more clarity comes in when you start following up with what you feel you should be doing. Knight of Wands is someone who will just rush into something. So you made a plan and you said, okay, let me go ahead and see how this works out. And as you move on, the energy changes to the Knight of Swords, who's like, this is working fine, this is working very well, I must pursue this path. And as you do that, you have the more mature energy of the King of Swords, who's like, my mind is clear, I've taken the right decisions, I've done the right thing, this is really practical, it's workable, it's giving good results. So that's exactly what you will be feeling in the first week of July, Scorpio. Second week of July, we have Forgive. This is full moon in Pisces. Forgiveness, surrendering and letting go is very important for peace of mind, Scorpio. And when the mind is at ease, our body and energy, everything is flowing harmoniously. There is something you need to let go of in the second week of July, because it otherwise just creates a block within the body, mind, heart, as well as your aura. Okay, so got the Nine of Wands. You've been waiting for something. Nine of Pentacles, another 9, and the 5 of Coins. So 2 Pentacles, okay, get it. I've got 2 cards. 5 of Swords and 4 of Swords. This is more about forgiveness towards self forgiveness, I feel. In the past you have been putting in too much effort, trying to manage a whole lot of things, and that's why your balance went off. You were too focused on and spending too much effort and too much energy, doing something which you have been doing for a long time, and because of which like I said, like these cards are saying, the balance was askew, right, for a long time. And now that you have chosen well, you have chosen wisely, you now realize that I mean, you feel that I wish I had not done all of that in the past. I wish I had taken these steps a lot earlier. Life would have been a lot more comfortable, easier to handle, and a lot more balanced, right? So, and I mean, a little bit of being very hard on yourself, that why did I not do this earlier? Why did I keep struggling? Why did I keep putting in unnecessary effort? Because now when you see yourself doing some things in a new way and it's working out very nicely for you, you might just feel that I wish I had realized this a lot earlier. Okay, and that is also self-forgiveness, because this is the card of putting continuous effort. Queen of Pentacles is someone who's always looking after the physical needs of others. So maybe you spend a lot of time with doing things for your family, or if it is work, you were putting in too much effort which was not required, and now that you've delegated all of that, or you've stopped doing it, you feel that I wish I had not done that, right? Taken more rest, looked after yourself a little more, not given into too much what people would say, and that is why you continue to do what you did, right? And now with the Five of Coins, it's over here that it's okay, that phase is over. Now look towards something new. You've started a new way of doing things, so don't spend too much time going back on what you did and how you did. You're looking good now, Scorpio, so keep your focus on that. And also realize with the Five of Pentacles over here that there is, God has always got his eye on you, and on every living creature on earth. So maybe you had to do that for whatever reason, for whatever time. It's come, it's gone, you've done what you've done, it's fine. Now it's best to let it go and move on. Third week of July, take a breather. This is the sign of Cancer. It's all about emotions. See, Pisces is also water, Cancer is also water, but here it's like letting go and surrendering. And here it's like you've been submerged underwater for long. Now you need to come out and take in a breath of fresh air. We can't hold our breath underwater for long. We can't be submerged in water for long. We can't be with past stuck emotions for too long. It's going to choke us. So you need to let go. You need to come up for clean air. You need to come up and see what is there, not always see what is beneath the surface and looking at the darker things. It's okay, a little bit is fine, but finally we have to come into clean energy. We got the Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Coins. So very clearly you've ended a pattern for yourself, Scorpio, which was very burdensome for you. There was a lot of struggle, a lot of hard work, and I would say physical effort. Maybe you were doing so much for people around you, okay, like I said, within the family, even at work, whatever the scenario might be, but you've been working too hard. But like you did it, it's fine, but I mean, now in retrospect you realize that you spent way too much time and effort. But now the clarity has come. So in third week, you will come out of this. You will be more forgiving towards yourself, right? And then in the third week, that clarity will come with the Queen of Swords. She's very practical. You will realize by the third week, Scorpio, that no point going back to what I did. It's now time to move forward. So and then all of this kind of weight which you are also carrying about what you did in the past, you will be able to work through that. You will come out of that. You're like rising out from this water, seeing the new, seeing the sky, seeing the sun, breathing clean air, freshness, right? So that breath of fresh air in you and in your life is going to be there in the third week of July. You will know that the struggle is over, the burden is over, you're free to do what you want. You've come out of the water, right? And now you're free to go wherever you want to, Scorpio. Fourth week of July, I have Unleash Your Kindest Self. This is the sign of Capricorn. Let's see. Capricorn is all about putting in, it's about work. Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So if you have the clarity in the third week of July, then why must you have these cards in the fourth week of July? So I do feel see, this is the mind being clear, you being very clear, things being black and white for you, but emotionally that little, those ripples are still there in the fourth week of July. Now I need to clear that, right? So just let me see. Okay. See, some of you need to take a new direction in the fourth week of July. And that taking that new direction and walking on that path is going to give you, mixed emotions. It's like, you need to let go of something and you need to begin something. I think, whatever new path you are starting in the fourth week of July, towards the end of July, I think you will feel, the family is coming into play and the family is coming into picture. Okay, I get it. See, I think there are going to be some family concerns which are going to come up in the fourth or towards the end of July, right? Now, to deal with that, you need to be a little more compassionate towards yourself as well as other people. It's not totally about the other people, it's not totally about yourself. There's going to be this family thing, there's going to be this group thing, which is, coming into play, a new direction you're going into, but not very sure, what lies ahead, because I have the Two of Swords over here. Some of you, it can be issues related with your mother, things connected with mother or with mother figures, and there is a lot of anxiety, and a little bit of stress regarding what you are moving forward with and how the family is going to respond, or you are doing something but what is the family going to say. But all in all, that you've put an end to a certain cycle. You need to let things, you need to move on from certain things, but moving on towards a new path with the Chariot, you do not know where it is going, but you need to move forward. Something has come to an end. There are going to be new beginnings, but be nice to yourself with these new beginnings, and go easy on yourself. Don't get too stressed about thinking about the future. Don't get too stressed about what people are going to say, what the family is going to say, how it's going to impact them. For you, something has come to an end. For you, you need to move on emotionally. For you, something, some connections are probably, over for you. So now, you need to move on from there, Scorpio. And like I said, it's going to involve a group or a family. So be nice and kind to yourself. Don't get, don't see, this is exactly what you've come out of, Scorpio. Trying to do everything and struggling to do all of it, it becomes a burden for you, it becomes stressful for you. Now, when you're coming out of it towards the end of the month, you probably might find yourself in that same position. But now, when things are over, you also have to move on. And move on, because that there is nothing left in something. All of it is going to unfold towards the end of the month. In the last week of the month, there are going to be things where you are going to feel sad, you're going to feel unhappy, but you have to let them, you have to move on, and you have to accept those endings as well. Just let me get a little more clarity, though I have pulled out a lot of cards. Let me just see, what is this fourth week about? It's definitely about right, you have to move on. That's all what cards are telling me. For all of you, it might be different things, but definitely family or a group you've been associated with. Things have been happening, unpleasant associations need to end, and you have to move on, even though you've got a heavy heart here with the Five of Cups. But there's no point feeling bad about what has happened. Okay, things are going to come up for you, it can be any time, but definitely third week, fourth week is going to be there. So don't spend too much time about, if somebody was not nice to you, or things get revealed for you, or you realize, certain behaviors, certain events within the family or group. It is different for all of you, but the core theme is, do not spend too much time, getting upset about it. It's a good idea to put it behind you, close the cycle, and move on to better, calmer waters. Don't spend too much time dwelling on what has happened. Move on. Because here, you have found a balance. Now again, the universe tests you that, look, I'm giving you something like this because it is meant for you. But get that balance. You've figured out how to balance things, right? So do that in the fourth week of July, and don't hold on to the past. Let it go, and you also move on to, like this card says, calmer waters. You've got the Magician card. There are a lot of new things waiting for you. Whatever is ending, whatever is winding up for you, it's over. Its phase is over. Now the universe is creating new magical opportunities for you. So focus on your path ahead, and let go of whatever is going away from your life, because the cycle has come to an end. So you also need to accept that, but I don't accept it with a heavy heart. It's like, that's how life moves. Move on to something new, and move on to something, and see what lies ahead for you. Don't get too stressed thinking about how it's going to pan out in the future, or what people are going to say. Forget about all of that. You just keep your focus on yourself and move on, in a nice manner for yourself, Scorpio. That's the theme for the fourth week. Just let go of whatever is going, and move on to whatever is next for you. So with that, I'll wrap up your reading. Thank you for watching.